Have you ever thought about why we label select sea creatures as aquatic behemoths, while we rarely refer to their terrestrial relatives in the same way? There's an enthralling explanation behind this phenomenon. Our oceans are home to some of the most astonishing, mysterious, and often fearsome predators on our planet, creatures that usually outnumber those inhabiting dry land. With life thriving for over 4 billion years, countless fascinating marine beings have risen and fallen, yet one ancient ocean stands out as the most incredible ever recorded. What's truly remarkable is that this ancient ocean not only housed these colossal beings, but it also played a significant role in shaping some of the most perilous terrestrial environments we know today. This connection is no coincidence. It stems from a monumental geological event that transformed ecosystems as we recognize them. The tale begins roughly 100 million years ago in what we now refer to as North America, where dramatic changes were unfolding beneath the surface. As towering dinosaurs roamed the lands above, a tumultuous battle raged below as tectonic plates collided with incredible force. This collision led to violent volcanic eruptions and massive mountains rising from the earth. The chaos didn't stop there. It initiated a series of geological changes that would eventually set the stage for something extraordinary. As these plates moved and shifted, a grand, sprawling basin formed across the heart of North America, preparing the ground for an epic transformation. This newly formed basin became a conduit for seawaters to flood in. With the Earth's temperatures rising, sea levels followed suit. This allowed the Arctic Ocean to push southward, eventually merging with the Gulf of Mexico. This relentless wave of water sliced through the continent, creating the Western Interior Seaway, an ancient body of water often called the Realm of Giants, or, more thrillingly, Hell's Aquarium. At its greatest extent, this seaway spanned over 2,000 miles in length and up to 600 miles wide. Yet incredibly, it remains surprisingly shallow, with maximum depths only reaching around 2,500 feet, much shallower than many contemporary lakes. So how could so many gigantic creatures thrive in such a shallow space? The answer lies in the warm, sunlit waters that created perfect conditions for an explosion of marine life, fostering vibrant coral reefs and diverse ecosystems that teemed with life. This aquatic paradise soon attracted a multitude of towering predators. The mosasaurs emerged as the giants of these prehistoric waters, showcasing powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth designed for lethal efficiency. Perhaps the most recognizable of these ancient reptiles was Mosasaurus hoffmanni. However, formidable rivals like Tylosaurus also proudly prowled these depths, making for a treacherous playground. To enhance the thrill, fierce sharks, often larger than modern-day great whites, navigated through the seaway, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. The waters were also home to massive predatory fish that could devour anything that wandered too close. Amongst all this danger, colossal cephalopods such as Parapuzosia lurked, gaining notoriety as one of the largest known invertebrates, weighing in at a staggering 1.5 tons and reinforcing the ocean's reputation as a domain of nightmares. But wait! Not everything lurking beneath the waves sought to hunt. Graceful plesiosaurs glided through the water, preying on smaller fish, while gigantic sea turtles, hitting the scales at 3 tons, enjoyed gentler snacks like jellyfish. An incredible variety of fish, algae, and corals flourished, contributing to a thriving and diverse aquatic ecosystem. The richness of the seaway didn't just benefit marine life. It reached the shores and impacted the lives of terrestrial creatures as well. The division of North America forged 2 distinct islands, Laramidia and Appalachia, each fostering unique ecosystems and diverse dinosaur populations, which unlocked astonishing evolutionary developments in both regions. As we fast forward through time, we find ourselves just about 70 million years in the past, when the Western Interior Seaway began to recede. This wane paved the way for fertile new territories ripe with possibilities. The gradual transformation of the seaway opened up vast expanses for new life to flourish, leading to the development of Hell Creek, a thriving habitat that would become legendary for its vibrant diversity. Imagine stepping into Hell Creek, a remarkable landscape filled with swamps, rivers, and lush forests that buzzed with life. This area served as the home to some of the most iconic dinosaurs known to humankind, and the stories they tell continue to captivate us. At the top of the food chain in this dynamic ecosystem was the awe-inspiring Tyrannosaurus rex. This colossal predator, with its powerful jaws capable of delivering bone-crushing bites, ruled the land with an iron fist, or claw. As if that wasn't enough, The T-Rex wasn't alone in its reign. Smaller yet equally fierce predators like Nanotyrannus lurked in the shadows, ready to pounce on unsuspecting prey and assert themselves as formidable hunters. But it wasn't just the predators that painted this picture of Hell Creek. Towering herbivores such as Triceratops roamed the plains with their impressive defenses. With robust horns and a shield-like frill, these dinosaurs were not just intimidating, but equipped to withstand fierce attacks from carnivores. Can you imagine a T-Rex setting its gaze on a herd of Triceratops? The ensuing spectacle would be nothing short of thrilling. Now let's turn our attention to the sheer variety of life inhabiting Hell Creek. It was alive with not just fearsome carnivores, but also significant herds of impressive plant eaters. Thick vegetation created rich ecosystems where everything played a critical role in the grand tapestry of survival. Each being, large or small, was engaged in an intricate dance, adapting to the changes in their environment as the climate and geography shifted. While life flourished in this complex system, the world outside was changing too. Climate fluctuations, geological activities, and the eventual decline of the seaway triggered significant challenges for many species. These changes led to powerful extinction events that ultimately claimed many dinosaurs. However, while these trials were devastating for them, they left behind tales immortalized in the fossil record we uncover today. Let's pause for a moment to relive how life was influenced on both sea and land, because this story is not just about the giants of the sea, it's also about how these magnificent creatures shaped the terrestrial realm. The monsters of the ocean had their counterparts on land, whose evolution was intricately linked to changing environments. Picture this. Every time tectonic activity stirred the earth and shifted the locations of continents, the creatures that thrived had to adapt. The implications of such changes were vast. They shaped migration patterns, led to new species adapting and evolving, and even affected the availability of food sources. The correlation between the seaway and the lands is a vivid example of how interconnected life truly is on this planet. Now back to the dramatic events of our timeline. As the seaway vanished and new land emerged, the evolution of Hell Creek ensured the rise of another fascinating chapter in the story of life. Environments once submerged transformed into fertile grounds where unique ecosystems developed. Imagine the landscape dotted with swamps and lush forests, brimming with life. It became a prime setting for adaptation and diversification. The dinosaurs that inhabited Hell Creek showcased incredible diversity. The land saw massive sauropods, nimble theropods, and armored dinosaurs coexisting, each adapted to their unique niches. Centuries of evolution resulted in the emergence of a thriving food web, each species battling for survival amidst the constant competition for resources. But not all life forms elicited fear. Many were magnificent in their own right. For instance, other fascinating creatures like the armored ankylosaurs and even the agile raptors made appearances, showing off their unique adaptations. Ankylosaurs, often described as living tanks, sported powerful armored plating and hefty tails capable of swinging with tremendous force, an incredible defense mechanism against even the fiercest of predators. Additionally, it's vital to remember that the bird lineage was making strides during this time. Feathered dinosaurs, ancestors of birds, were adapting and evolving at rapid rates, setting the stage for the future avian life to come. The tale of avian evolution intertwines with that of the dinosaurs and the sea giants in profound ways we're still unraveling today. As we now approach the critical moment in our narrative, the interactions between marine and terrestrial life give rise to a much larger idea. The idea that everything, be it predator or prey, land or sea, is intertwined in the great tapestry of existence. The story of the ancient seas and their giants captivates not just with their sheer magnitude, but also with the lessons they impart on evolution, adaptation, and the resilience of life. As we explore the thrilling mysteries of ocean giants and the land titans they influenced, we come to appreciate the intricate dance of nature, its cycles, and the ongoing saga of survival. These legendary creatures continue to spark intrigue and wonder, reminding us of the vast histories that have shaped the earth as we know it today. So what lessons can we extract from this riveting exploration of ancient life? At its core, it's a narrative about resilience, from the mighty mosasaurs reigning over the seas to the ferocious T-Rex dominating the land. We witness how adaptability can lead to survival in even the harshest environments. Consider the adaptive strategies employed by these marine and terrestrial beasts. The mosasaurs, with their hydrodynamic bodies, were perfected for speed and agility in water, while the T-Rex wielded its size and strength as an advantage in a land-based predator's world. Meanwhile, the herbivorous giants like Triceratops and Ankylosaurus evolved formidable defenses to protect themselves from hunting threats. Imagine what it was like in Hell Creek, teeming with life daily. The landscape must have resonated with the sounds of thriving ecosystems. In our minds, we can visualize dramatic encounters, from a fierce battle between a racing raptor and its prey to a colossal T-Rex roaring its dominance over the vast, open plains. But let's also reflect on how all of this grandeur came to an end. The great extinction events didn't just wipe out these fascinating creatures. They taught us about the fragility of ecosystems and the impact of drastic environmental change. It reminds us of the responsibility we currently hold as stewards of our planet. With climate change and biodiversity loss affecting us today, the narratives of these ancient creatures resonate loudly. Continuing studies of fossil records help us better understand the past, guiding our efforts to conserve what's left of the wonders of life on our planet. To protect our ecosystems is to honor the legacies of the giants that came before. And as we conclude this monumental journey through the ancient oceans and lands, let us carry with us a sense of gratitude for the knowledge we've gained about life, adaptation, and the connection between species. This knowledge resonates with significance as we navigate our own place within Earth's intricate web of life. The tales of majestic mosasaurs, gigantic plesiosaurs, and towering dinosaurs remind us that nature is a powerful force of diversity and complexity.